What's up, guys? Daniel Tidings here. So I've always kind of gone by the eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Although it doesn't really work out too often for me. But I think this time it will. Johnathan dropped an interview on me without saying a word. Not a beat. Kind of got me really off guard. So now it's his turn. And besides, like, I feel like this is stuff that you guys really liked. You guys wanted to see more interviews. Why not interview the guy behind the actual vlog, the guy who does all the heavy lifting, kind of powers through all of it. I wasn't able to really help out with all this stuff as much as I would have liked to, but I can now since I only have one job, so that's cool. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Johnathan, first question.
Alright, here
kind of clear things up here. Why do you use the music that you use in our vlogs?
So, any really awesome song that's on the radio or by Drake or anything like that is copyrighted music. So if I use the music, we can't monetize the videos, which means the channel can't make any money, which means we can't come to places like Ski Cooper. So I have to use non-copyrighted music, which is 90% techno music, and there's just some really easy YouTube channels on YouTube that just give free copyrighted music away, and I use that. A lot of you guys send me awesome songs that I try to get in, or I'd love to get in, but sometimes they're so good I want to use them for specific videos that aren't snowboard related, and maybe like a summer vlog video or something like that. But that's why I use the music. I really wish that we could do more rap, maybe some heavy metal for like slam days, stuff like that. But my hands are kind of tied when it comes to the music on the channel.
All right, Johnathan. Great answer. All right, Johnathan. You've talked about how this is the most difficult season that you've had. Going forward, what are you thinking about doing to kind of make sure that next season's going to be a bit better for you?
I think knowing what my new job has ahead of me is a huge advantage. I'll probably be starting work at like midnight/1 in the morning to really get off the mountain early, kind of around like 11 o'clock, so we can get on the mountain. Because I finished a couple days around 1 or 2 in the afternoon, which isn't really good for riding. Also, balancing like the new baby and my wife and making sure I give them enough attention. Those are really the things that have been getting in the way of, like, we went 160 days last season and we're at 52 days this season. So, I mean, that's a huge change. Ideally, I want to get like 100 flat in the season. We still have a lot of days left, but the thing that killed the season too was there's just some family issues that happened, and I don't see that happening next year. So we're gonna have a really sick season the rest of this season and next season. It's just gonna be going for it.
All right, Johnathan, next question. Who's your favorite snowboarder?
Oh, favorite snowboarder. I think there's like 3 categories to go into. Who I think is the best snowboarder, I like Septoot. I think he's amazing. His like park edits, his just ability to shred, like Septoot is the man. He's such a hard rider. My favorite style of snowboarder, the guy I try to like, not like try to look like, but I feel like my style kind of, I think of like him when I'm like landing tricks and stuff, is like Torstein Horgmo. I think he's got the sickest, like stiff and like landing stuff solid, nothing too crazy. I love Torstein's style. And he followed me on Instagram, which is so sick. I know you watch the vlogs, Torstein. And then when it comes to half pipe or just competition riders, like Sean White, guys, he's the best. He's the Tony Hawk of snowboarding. You can't take it away from him.
All right, Johnathan, another question. Oh, I mean, what is this question, like 3, 4?
I don't know.
No, we're going pretty hard. We have a long lift, so I mean, this works out great for it. All right, Johnathan, next question. Something I don't think you've talked about in the vlogs, but you've talked about with me, and I think this is hilarious because how many falls I've taken throughout this season. Haven't broken anything. My butt didn't break.
His butt's okay, guys.
It's tough. Solid steel down there. How many people have broken bones riding with you?
Too many. I don't know if it's because like I'm like, guys, let's go in the park, and people don't want to say no to me, or if I ride at a level and people are trying to match it. But I've had at least 3 friends break an arm riding with me. You've definitely hurt your butt a bunch.
Didn't break.
Didn't break it.
Doesn't count.
I've had a friend break his collarbone riding with me. And then I've had a bunch of friends just have like day-ending injuries where they just slam so hard then they're like, I'm done for the day. The worst one, and this was my first year out here, I was riding with this girl and we were just friends and it was awesome, and she was like, I never hit a jump before. I was like, oh, let's go hit a jump. This is a really easy one. She's like, okay, yeah. And so we went to it and she sent it and broke her arm, and I let her go to the doctors by herself. I didn't go with her. That was like the most awful thing I ever did. Lindy, I'm sorry. That was now that I'm older and wiser, that was messed up. But it was a really sick day and I had to keep riding, guys.
All right. I guess a follow-up question: Are you a better person now? Are you gonna do that to me or Kevin today? If we break something, just send us off to the doctors.
Kevin definitely, because he's got to learn life lessons and like how to take care of himself. But I mean, I took you to the doctors the other day. I gotta take care of my boy.
Yeah, thanks, dude. You know, I appreciate that. Next question. Brain fart, dude. I totally had this next question lined up. It was perfect, but now it kind of slipped. Oh, I got more anyway. All right, Jonathan. We hear you talk about your dad a lot. I like your dad. You like your dad a lot. Like he's a great guy. He's very, he's accomplished a lot of things in life. Are we ever gonna see your dad in the vlog?
If I can get him to snowboard with me. He got a pass to Winter Park instead of a Vail pass this season. So every year I ask him to come snowboard with me on my birthday. Doesn't seem too interested in it, but one day we'll get him out here with us.
What's the worst fall you've ever had?
I feel like I did one. I've had some pretty gnarly falls, but this is the best spot to do it. So when I was learning the snowboard, this is one of the mountains I would go to. If you look right here, there's this nice little gnarly bump. And when I was about Kevin's age, me and my buddy Steven were hitting that, and all day we were super sick. And towards the end of the day, I hit it and landed right on my back and died, and had a day-ending fall, and ended up going in and just watching football for the rest of the day. So I'm gonna pick that one for this. This one.
Favorite trick that you've ever landed?
Oh, favorite trick I've ever landed.
And is that trick on camera? Got him.
You know, I really enjoy the back 7 that's in the intro clip. And then, honestly, I have so, because I just love snowboarding and all the stuff around it. I really like, the trick isn't that smooth, but I worked on this trick all season, and literally the last hit of the season I got the trick, and it's this one right here. And that was a board slide to board slide. So I went backboard, front board, and then came off, and it was a really like body twister, hard trick to do. Super stoked on it. It doesn't look as epic, but in my head, I know how hard that trick was, and that's why it meant the world to me. And I worked on it all season.
Okay. How many times do you think you say the word sick in one day on average?
Enough to make it my thing.
Yeah.
And you know,
it's totally your thing.
It's totally sick that it's mine.
Along with Chipmunk.
Yeah, and Chipmunk.
It's so sick.
I think if you stick to your guns and like
just own up and
own who you are, and just, I think a lot of things are sick, you know. So I'm just gonna stick with it.
How many more rail jams do you think we're gonna see you in?
I really enjoyed that last rail jam. I do think it was reffed poorly. Even though the kid that won first place was a fantastic rider, the kid that got second place hucked it. But my least favorite thing about rail jams you have kids that are just hucking the gnarliest tricks. They do it 8 times and eventually land it once, and then they win the rail jam. And I don't think it's fair to the kid that did like 8 runs super solid and did a bunch of really sweet technical tricks and showed how all-around rider they were. But if the opportunity presents itself like this last one did, I'll definitely do it, especially since the last one was sick, and we got a Ski Cooper season pass out of it, which is like a $400 value.
All right, guys. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to cut it off here. It was a long interview because this is a long lift up. It really is. I figured it'd be a good way to spend the time. I was kind of scheming and plotting all the way up here. I was like, I'm going to get him back. I mean, in that last, I was stuttering. I was nervous. I was like, what's going on? He claimed that I knew a lot about snowboarding. Honestly, the only thing I really know about snowboarding is how it feels when you fall. That's. But anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, this interview. I know you guys want to see more of it. I know you guys want to see us interview fans. Potentially, I think that's a cool idea, but I mean that's going to take some thought and some planning, and I mean we're definitely really looking forward to next season, right? It's going to be so sick.
Hey, you're looking forward to next season. I'm still focused on this season. I know. I'm actually. I mean, I'm super stoked for the rest of the season. Yeah.
So I'm going to get out more at the end of the season than I have than the entire season before this part. So I'm really stoked on that.
We're gonna get.
Hope you guys liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, give it a share, do all that stuff. If you didn't like it, just
hit the subscribe button.
Cannonball the subscribe button.
Cannonball the subscribe button.
New favorite comment on I've seen yet. It was awesome.
Merch link in the description. Daniel, you're messing up the camera, bro.
Dude, what?
And with that, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Keep evolving. We'll see you next time. We are about to get off the chairlift. I'm soaking wet. Literally like dripping. Oh my goodness.